Today I will share with you how to film and edit 10 epic travel vlogging shots using the Insta360 1RS 1-inch 360 edition in Mauritius. So let's get started. Shot number 1 is the tiny planet follow shot. To capture this shot, I am using the Insta360 3-meter extended selfie stick. For this shot, I am filming in 360 video mode at 6K 30 frames per second. To pick the correct exposure settings, I first set the camera to auto exposure mode. Just wait a second and the camera will pick the correct exposure settings. Then to lock these settings in place, switch over to manual and press record. Fully extend the 3-meter selfie stick, rest it on your shoulder behind you and walk forward. To edit the shot, I will add a keyframe at the beginning, choose the tiny planet field of view, swipe my finger up to turn it into a tiny planet, update the keyframe to save this view. 1 second later, I want to maintain this view, so I will add a keyframe here. Then around 3 seconds later, I want to zoom in to a follow shot view. Add a keyframe here to save this view. And at the end of the shot, I want to zoom in further to create a zoom in effect. Add a keyframe here, and now you have a tiny planet follow shot. Shot number 2 is the circular Timeshift shot. To capture this shot, I am using the Best 360 150cm carbon fiber selfie stick. You can use the Insta360 114cm selfie stick as well. But because this is a heavier camera, it's much more comfortable to use a selfie stick with a phone grip, so you can use it over a long period of time without hurting your wrist. For this shot, I am filming in 360 video mode at 6K 30 frames per second. Extend the selfie stick above your head and walk around a subject in a circular path. To edit the shot, the first thing I will do is add section speed. So to do this, go to speed, section speed, leave the first second at normal speed so the audience can see the church clearly. Then add section speed all the way around the church. And I will stop the section speed just before the sun shows up. Tap the tick to confirm. I will change this speed to 16 times speed. I will leave the next second as normal speed so we can see the sun show up. Then I will add a new section speed throughout the shot and leave the last second at normal speed. Tap the tick to confirm. The next step is to add keyframes. So at the beginning of the shot, I will look towards the church and add a keyframe. I will use the linear field of view to get rid of fisheye distortion and place the church in the center. Update the keyframe to save this view. I will move forward 2 seconds and frame the pointed top of the church in the middle and add a keyframe here. Move forward another 2 seconds. Frame the pointy bit of the church in the middle and add a keyframe. Move forward another 2 seconds. Frame the church in the center, add a keyframe, then go to the end of the shot, frame the side of the church in the center, add a keyframe, and you now have a circular time shift. You will need to export the shot to see the final result. Shot number 3 is the arc shot. To capture this shot, I am using the Insta360 3-meter extended selfie stick. For this shot, I am filming in 360 video mode at 6K 30 frames per second. Fully extend the 3-meter selfie stick and slowly move the selfie stick from left to right. To edit this shot, the first thing I'm going to do is add a keyframe at the beginning of the shot and change the field of view to linear to get rid of fisheye distortion. I'll make the waterfall fill up the view and update the keyframe to save this view. 2 seconds later, I will reframe to reveal myself and the waterfall. I will pinch my fingers inwards to reveal more of the surroundings, and I will position myself in the first rule of thirds line in the center and add a keyframe here. 2 seconds later, I will do exactly the same and position myself in the rule of thirds line in the center, add a keyframe here, and at the end of the shot, I'll do the same thing again and position myself in the first rule of thirds line. Add a keyframe here, and you now have an arc shot. Shot number 4 is the barrel roll. To capture this shot, I am using the Best 360 magnetic camera mount and 10cm spacer, and with this setup you can travel up to your legal speed limit, like in the UK 70 miles per hour, and it will be absolutely fine. For this shot, I am filming in 360 video mode at 6K 30 frames per second. Attach the magnet to the roof of your car and drive off. To edit this shot, the first thing I'm going to do is turn on direction lock, because I want the X3 to follow the direction the car is traveling in automatically. So to do this, go to settings and turn on direction lock. Next, I want to turn this shot into a hyperlapse, so to do this, go to speed, 16 times speed, and tap the tick to confirm. The next step is to add keyframes, so I'll add a keyframe at the beginning of the shot, reframe the shot so the car is in the middle. I will use the wide field of view, update the keyframe to save this view. I want to maintain this view for 1.5 seconds, so I will add a keyframe here. Over the next 4 seconds, I want to add the barrel roll effect, so I will add a keyframe here, go to rotate, rotate the view 360 degrees, and you now have a barrel roll effect. Shot number 5 is the drone orbit. To capture this shot, I am using the Insta360 3-meter extended selfie stick. For this shot, I am filming in 360 video mode at 6K 30 frames per second. Fully extend the 3-meter selfie stick and move it all around you from left to right. To edit this shot, hold down your finger on the screen, drag a box around you, tap start tracking, wait for the tracking to finish, tap the highlighted section to choose your field of view, and you now have a drone orbit shot. Shot number 6 is the time-lapse shot. To capture this shot, I am using the Best 360 aluminium camera clamp and the Best 360 150cm selfie stick. For this shot, I am using time-lapse mode at 6K at a 5-second interval. To pick the correct exposure settings, first I set the camera to auto exposure mode and just wait a second for the camera to pick the correct exposure settings. Then to lock these settings in place, switch over to manual exposure mode and then press record. Clamp the camera on a railing or fence and wait 30 minutes for the time lapse to complete. To edit this shot, the first thing I'm going to do is add speed because it's too long. So to do this, go to speed, 2 times speed, tap the tick to confirm. Next, I'm going to add keyframes to turn this into a motion time lapse. So to do this, add a keyframe at the beginning of the shot. Choose the linear field of view to get rid of fisheye distortion. I will start the motion time lapse somewhere on the left hand side. Update the keyframe to save this view. Then I'll go to the end of the shot, move to somewhere on the right hand side, add a keyframe here, and you now have a motion time lapse. Shot number 7 is the backpack shot. To capture this shot, I am using the Best 360 Monopod Pro and the Best 360 camera backpack. For this shot, I am filming in 360 video mode at 6K 30 frames per second. Put the selfie stick and the 500g counterweight through the selfie stick holder, and the 500g counterweight is going to hold the selfie stick in place so it doesn't move around so much. To secure the selfie stick in place, pull the strap and close the locks. Extend the selfie stick by 2 stems and off you go. To edit this shot, the first thing I'm going to do is turn on direction lock so the X3 follows the direction I'm walking in. So to do this, go to settings and turn on direction lock. Next, I'm going to add keyframes to reframe the shot. So to do this, add a keyframe at the beginning of the shot. I'm going to pinch my fingers inwards to zoom out. Drag my finger down so there's less fisheye distortion. Update the keyframe to save this view. And now you have a backpack shot. Shot number 8 is the highlights shot. To capture this shot, I am using the Best 360 150cm selfie stick. For this shot, I am filming in 360 video mode at 6K 30 frames per second. Extend the selfie stick in front of you and hold it in place. To edit this shot, you need to find 7 1-second shots to put together into your final shot. So to do this, go to Trim, Jump Cut, and here you can pinch the timeline inwards and outwards to make your editing more or less precise. Now you need to find your 7 1-second shots. So I will go forward to find my first shot, which will be me coming up the lift hill. So I will tap the scissor icon here and make a 1-second selection. Tap the scissor icon again, and now I have my first 1-second shot. So now I will go forward to find my second 1-second shot, which will be a view of the lift hill. Tap the scissor icon here, make my second 1-second selection. Tap the scissor icon, and now I have my second 1-second shot. Then I'll go forward to find my third 1-second shot, which will be me coming out the tunnel. Then I'll go forward to find my fourth shot, which will be me coming down the track. Then I'll go forward to find my fifth shot, which will be a view of the track. Then I'll go forward to find the sixth shot, which will be a view of me again. Then I'll look for the seventh shot, which will be a view of the track. Once you have your 7 1-second shots, tap the tick to confirm, and the app will put all the highlighted shots together. The next step is to reframe the 7 1-second shots. So to do this, zoom into the timeline and reframe each shot individually. So with the first shot, I will look towards myself so you can see the view in the background and add a keyframe. For the second shot, I will look at the top of the lift hill. For the third shot, I will look towards the tunnel exit. For the fourth shot, I will look at myself coming down the track. For the fifth shot, I will look at the view of the track. For the sixth shot, I will look back at myself. And for the final shot, I will look back at the track. And now you have a highlight shot. Shot number 9 is no drone, no problem. To capture this shot, I am using the Insta360 3-meter extended selfie stick. For this shot, I am filming in 360 video mode at 6K 30 frames per second. Fully extend the 3-meter selfie stick, point the camera towards the ground, walk slowly backwards and lift the camera into the air. To edit this shot, choose where you want the shot to start. Add a keyframe, choose the linear field of view to get rid of fisheye distortion. Then go to the end of the shot. Choose where you want the shot to end, add a keyframe, and now you have a no drone, no problem shot. Shot number 10 is tilt up. To capture this shot, I am using the Best 360 aluminium camera clamp and the Best 360 150cm selfie stick. For this shot, I am filming in 360 video mode at 6K 30 frames per second. Clamp the camera onto something around you, like the root, and now you can be hands-free. To edit this shot, I will add a keyframe at the beginning of the shot, use the linear field of view to zoom in on the details, and look down at the roots of the tree. Update the keyframe to save this view, then go to the end of the shot, look up at the tree, add a keyframe, use the ultra-wide field of view to reveal more of the tree, and now you have a tilt-up shot. If you're enjoying and learning a lot from this video, then consider sharing this video with your friends and family so they can also get the best out of their Insta360 camera. Now here are 2 bonus shots. Bonus shot 1 is the Timeshift Shot. To capture this shot, I am using the Best 360 150cm selfie stick. For this shot, I am filming in 360 video mode at 6K 30 frames per second. Extend the selfie stick above your head and walk in a smooth line between 2 points of interest for about 5 to 10 minutes. To edit this shot, the first thing I will do is add speed. So go to speed, section speed, and I will leave the first second at normal speed so we can see the idle. Then I will add section speed throughout the entire shot, except for the last second, so we can see the tempo. Tap the tick to confirm and change this speed to 16 times speed, and tap the tick to confirm, and now you have 15 seconds of video to reframe. So to do this, go to the beginning of the shot, add a keyframe, choose the narrow field of view and put the idle in the middle. Update the keyframe to save this view. Move 2 seconds forward and reframe in the direction you are walking in. Add a keyframe, use the linear field of view. I will reframe towards the temple every 2 seconds. Move forward another 2 seconds. I can't see the temple, so I'll move forward another 2 seconds and add a keyframe here. Move forward 2 seconds, add a keyframe here. And as I get closer to the temple, I will add a keyframe every 1 second to be more precise. And now you have a Timeshift Shot. Bonus shot 2 is the Selfie Shot. To capture this shot, I am using the Best 360 150cm selfie stick. For this shot, I am filming in 360 video mode at 6K 30 frames per second. Extend the selfie stick as much as you like in front of you and do your activity. To edit this shot, Hold down your finger on the screen, draw a box over yourself, tap Start Tracking, and wait for the app to finish tracking. Tap the highlighted section, and here you can choose your field of view, and you now have a selfie shot. That's it for this video. Hit the like button if you learned something new. Subscribe for more Insta360 tutorials, and I will see you in the next video.